Hello to my True Identity friends. I wish I were telling you all of these things face to face because I already miss you guys. So this is your momentum group video to talk about how to have a momentum group meeting. So since these are peer led, you guys can decide whether you should meet every week or every other week. There are even a few groups that meet once a month. And so if you are planning to do track one in July, so that would be about 6 months, I really would recommend that you meet at least every other week. So with this video, you also received our curriculum, and so it is just a real simple PDF that you'll print out, and it takes you through the online course. Now, what is the online course? So the online course is a series of videos with questions, and you can type in your answers. And as I mentioned, when we were at Thrive, if you discuss these with your bonded partner or with someone else, you can just simply type into the spot on the online course that you discussed it with your partner. And because the online course was designed so that there would be a number of people going through at the same time, and they would be interacting with each other and commenting on each other's answers. And so it just hasn't happened the way that we had hoped it would. So momentum groups are a way to get that discussion going between more than just you and your partner. And especially coming from True Identity, some of you don't have a bonded partner yet. So feel free to call Sandy Coursey at Thrive and let her know that you are looking for a bonded partner, and she will put you in touch if there's somebody that is of your gender that is also looking for a partner for track one. Okay, so the online course, I would wait until you receive an email from Thrive Today in the next 2 weeks, because there will be a sale on the online course. So it's fairly expensive because of the fact that this contains the guts of the Thrive teaching. It has Jim Wilder teaching really quite in depth. And so each of the courses has a number of hours of Jim Wilder's teaching. So it is really amazing teaching about the brain and all of these concepts. So I would wait until you get your email, and I believe you will get like a 25% discount. So that's substantial. So you would sign up for your online course. You would get a notification from Wendy at Thrive, and she will send you a PDF that has like your code to get in and your password and so forth, because you do need those things. There are a number of units in your online course for track one. So don't do like some people do, and they finish that first unit and they think they're done. And so you're not. There's like 4 or 5 more units. I think track one has 5 or 6 units. So that's another reason to go ahead and get started now. So the videos are Jim Wilder. It's him teaching theory. It is, it's pretty intense as far as, he teaches psychologists and counselors and people like that, teaches at seminary. So you may want to listen to it more than once. And then the questions in the online course are so great because they help you apply it to your life. So it will say, like Jim was talking about so-and-so, where in your life have you seen this, or what has been your experience, in a variety of ways. So, so get your discount code, order your online course, get started with that. I am going to be sending you the email addresses of the other people in True Identity who wanted to do a momentum group, and they will we will coordinate. So back and forth between us. It may take us a week or so. And so we will have some folks who choose a day and time. And if whoever can meet at that day and time will be in that group. And then anybody can suggest another day or time, and we'll see how many groups we need. I would say 2 or 3. So a little bit about this curriculum, which is not easy to see. The first page tells you a couple of formats that you can use for your meeting. So you're going to like check in. So you share 1 or 2 emotion words for how you're feeling, what has you feeling that way. Take 2 minutes for quieting. Discuss one of the questions that were covered in the online course for the week. Keep your answers mild to moderate, just like we did during True Identity. We're training. Do some take times to listen to Jesus. If you are not comfortable listening to Jesus, you just use this time for quieting. And then if you feel like you connected with him, you can share that. And then you have a closing prayer. That's one format. The other format is that you would share a highlight of the week, then your 2 minutes of quiet, then your discussion, then an appreciation, then your 10 minutes to listen to Jesus, and then a closing prayer. So on your curriculum, again, it's a little bit difficult, but you can see that it is a chart. So the first column tells you what week you're in. If you are going to be attending Thrive in 6 months, you will need to do 2 weeks materials every week so that you'll finish it on time. And so it has the week, then it tells you what video to watch, then it has the online course questions to answer and the one to discuss for the group. And so what I mean by that is, for instance, in the very first week, it says questions, discussion 1A, 1B, and then I have the entire body of question 1B written out there in the chart. So that means that's the one for you guys to discuss that week. Okay, so that way, I did that this way. It's the whole body of the question that you're to discuss is in the chart every single week. So even if you haven't gone through the online course, if you're not up to date, you can still look at this and see what you're going to discuss in your momentum group. So don't let the fact that you're getting behind discourage you. Keep meeting with your group, because your group is going to be really encouraging, and you can go back and get caught up. And so that'll be helpful. And then the fourth column just tells you the format for that week. So what I suggest is that those of you who end up in a momentum group together, and you discuss who feels comfortable leading a group. And so say if we have 8 people in the group and 5 of them feel comfortable facilitating, then you would just get a rotation so that you would know when you're going to be facilitating. And when you are facilitating, you can run the group however you want. We suggest these 2 formats, but if you have another format that you want to use, that's okay. And so if you have any further questions, you can feel free to email me. It's amy@thrivetoday.org. I'm trying to think. I didn't make a lot of notes before I did this video, and I know you guys are really shocked. I think those are the main questions. The meeting will be held on Zoom. One of you would need to have the Zoom Pro, which costs $15 a month. If there is not somebody in your group that can afford to do that, then let me know and we will figure something out. You can use mine if I'm not meeting at that time. Or we'll just work it out. We'll find something. Other options are Google Hangouts, Skype, VC, but I have found Zoom to be really wonderful. So it's, to me, it's well worth $15 a month, but then I use it frequently. What you do is you schedule the meeting. You can schedule it to be recurring, and then you just give everybody the link, and they have to go to the same link every single week. And so there's no scramble every week trying to figure out how to meet with your people. Google Hangouts is kind of similar. It's not too difficult, but because there are a few different ways to come into Google Hangouts, we found that people sometimes were having difficulty with that. But it might have been because I'm not very technical. So if you have any other questions, please email me. Please email me if you'd just like to keep in touch, and because I would love to do that and hear how things are going now that you guys are back home. And I hope you enjoy your Momentum group. It's going to be really fun. Thanks a bunch.